Today, I just wanted to go live and talk to you. I was so inspired, so lit up. I just recorded a master class for my Anti-Fragile Rebels participants, clients. That is our signature premium program. And I wanted to pop in and talk about a piece of it with you today because it's so important to understand. We're going to talk about the red flags that you don't want to miss. And when I talk about the narcissistic abuse recovery journey, we're talking about, there's awareness and education, there's leaving the toxic relationship, there's changing your mindset, there's extracting your trauma, and then connecting to the truth of who you are. And I specialize in steps 4 and 5, that extracting your trauma and connecting to the truth of who you are. And the thing that's really cool about that is not only do I absolutely love both of those aspects, but there's really no one else who's doing them. So it's a wonderful way for you to complete your healing journey by doing those 2 steps. They bring so much peace and power and self-love and just goodness. So the red flags that I'm talking about today are going to be any unpleasant or uncomfortable symptom that you experience. These might be physical symptoms, could be things like headaches or heartburn or knee pain or dizziness or ringing in your ears, any kind of physical symptom. They might be mental symptoms, things like rumination, anxiety, insomnia. They could be emotional symptoms, things like being easily emotionally triggered or easily emotionally dysregulated, excessively worrying. They could be spiritual symptoms, things like overwhelm, burnout, analysis paralysis, feeling like you don't have a sense of who you are. But they can also be financial symptoms, feeling like you're overworked and underpaid, even if you're paid really well, even if you're your own boss. They could be things like feeling like you're always taken advantage of, or you can't hold on to your own money because something always comes up. They could also be signs or symptoms in relationships, things like being addicted to love bombing, which we see from the trauma bond, or being, having codependent traits or attachment challenges. Any of these, what I would call unpleasant, uncomfortable, undesirable, maybe, signs or symptoms are red flags. They're warning signs. They're wake up calls from the universe that you are currently believing an illusion or believing a lie about yourself. So when you think about all of the things that you believed, have been brought up to believe about yourself, maybe since early childhood, maybe beliefs that were instilled by society, maybe by your culture, your family of origin, an early teacher, a past romantic partner, a boss. Maybe there are things like, I'm not really good at math, or I have to work harder than everybody else to have any kind of success, or I'm not the pretty one, so I have to work really hard in relationships and caretake and enable and people please to prove my worth so that my partner doesn't leave me, right? These are lies, these are illusions that are incongruent. They're out of alignment with the truth of who you really are. And the wonderful thing is that when you realize that these messages from your body, from your spirit, from that emotional aspect of yourself that are showing up, in terms of physical symptoms, the mental, emotional, spiritual symptoms, but also those financial or relationship symptoms, are really just messages that will resolve when that message is received, when you can identify the truth of who you are, when you can eliminate that belief in the lie or in the illusion. Not only does that symptom go away, but you move from this place of of empowerment and strength and love in a way that you create absolutely amazing things in the world. So often we talk about the red flags that we see in other people. If you can tune in, and don't get me wrong, those are hugely important. But if you can tune in and realize that those uncomfortable, undesirable things going on in your life circumstances are also red flags and attend to them, you will notice that your life will change for the better almost immediately. And that's one of the things that I just get so excited to share. I recorded that session. I just knew that I had to share it with you too. And I'm so glad that I could pop in and be here with you today.